Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Munchetty.
Our headlines today.
Our chief political correspondent, Nick Eardley, joins us now. A Scottish parliamentary committee has found serious failings in the way a contract to build 2 ferries was awarded.
Good morning. It's Thursday, the 23rd of March. Our main story this morning. Boris Johnson's political future hangs in the balance after he was questioned by MPs investigating whether he misled Parliament over lockdown parties in Downing Street.
During a 3-hour session, the former Prime Minister repeatedly denied lying to the Commons about events at Number 10 and insisted that he believed at the time the gatherings were necessary for work purposes. Our political correspondent, Helen Catt, has more. And we'll have more reaction to Boris Johnson's evidence just after 6:30.
Investigators are trying to work out what caused a ship to tip over in Edinburgh, injuring 35 people, 8 of whom remain in hospital.
The research vessel Petrel was in dry dock in Leith when it became dislodged from its holding and slipped to a 45-degree angle.
Let's speak to our Scotland correspondent, James.
The head of the social media app TikTok is expected to give evidence to the US Congress today over security concerns. Shou
Ji-Chu is likely to face a barrage of questions on TikTok's relationship with the Chinese state, what data it collects and what it does with it. Our North America technology correspondent James Clayton has more.
Hi.
The Prince of Wales has visited British troops near the Ukrainian border.
Prince William.
And those are the main stories at 13 minutes past 6. You want to know about the weather? Matt's the man who's got the information. 6:15 is the time now. So we will be finding out later if the Bank of England plans to further increase the cost of borrowing by raising interest rates.
Currently at 4%. Hannah, what we've had is a bit of a history of...
So let's take a moment this morning, have a look at some of the papers for you. And maybe no surprise, a lot of them inside pages. This page... you'll probably see the picture there, which is actually not what I'm talking about. The baguettes are what the bakers say is undercooked. They're blaming the US for this, saying in America they like their bread more doughy, white bread doughy, and traditionally they say that French baguettes are crisper and you don't have that gooey dough in the middle. So there's a big row going on, but I didn't know that the issue emerged last month when Sebastian Thomas, who's a television news anchor, tweeted a photograph of a well-cooked baguette next to an undercooked one. OK, so he was on TV and he sent out this tweet and he said the well-cooked baguette was obviously much better, added he was prepared to fight a duel with anyone who thought otherwise.
With the baguette?
That's dedication, isn't it?
With the baguettes.
Apparently it gives you flatulence to eat undercooked baguettes. That's the scientists and nutritionists say that's a fact.
Undercooked food's not good. It's 23 minutes past 6. Now, if you're a regular viewer of Breakfast, you'll know that we've been following the work of Mark King. Now, Mark has spent the last 11 years getting heart defibrillators installed in schools in memory of his son, Oliver. Oliver died of a cardiac arrest, aged just 12.
So, this week, Mark returned to one primary school where his foundation had already fitted a defibrillator, and it was for a very special assembly.
The children had gathered to welcome back their head teacher, Nick Sheeran, because 7 months earlier he'd suffered a heart attack in school and his life was saved by some quick-thinking colleagues and, of course, the defibrillator. John Maguire has more. I can only imagine how emotional that was, that reunion, and how loved is Mark for doing what he did. And then you've got Nick, who was completely loved by his pupils.
Absolutely. But as he said, he's the luckiest head teacher in the world. And we've met Mark a number of times in this programme, delighted to say, and we always ask the same thing, what will be success for you? And that's just that, isn't it? It's that moment in time.
68 so far. It's coming up to 6:30. How do you feel about a noise like this? Is that supposed to be snoring?
Who was it? Do we know who that was? Is it someone involved in this programme?
No.
It's a generic snore, is it?
Perhaps you find it mildly annoying, or it may trigger a stronger reaction. If it makes you angry, disgusted, even panicked, you may have a condition called misophonia, which afflicts around 1 in 5 of us, according to a new study. We're going to talk to one of the researchers at 9:10.